What is up, everybody? Welcome to Keeps It Around. I am your executive producer, DeAno Jackson, and we are, of course, here to discuss the very exciting and explosive events of the Season 6 finale of Game of Thrones. This is going to be exciting. First, let me go ahead and introduce the rest of the panel, starting off with our editor-in-chief, Matt Moore. What do you think of this episode, Matt?
I think it was quite easily, I think it was handily the best episode of the series so far. It even beat episode 9, which was pretty fucking awesome. And I think anyone that thought it was boring, Lou, should stop watching because it's not a show for them.
Speaking of Lou, what'd you think of this one?
I never thought the episode was boring.
You said it like 3 times.
I was fucking with you. I liked the episode. Okay. You want to sit there and bring up, I said Cersei was... Look, Cersei is a bitch. And she's going to get her in Season 7. And
in the related news, the sky is blue. Just wanted to point that out since we're obviously having a state.
And water is wet.
Yeah. Well, we'll move on. Charles, what you think of this one?
Holy mother of crap. This is, without a single shred of doubt in my mind, the greatest episode of Game of Thrones I have seen to date, and is easily one of the best finales I have seen this year. Holy shit.
Yeah. Last and most certainly not least, Logan, how about you? What you think of this one?
All right. Well, I thought it was a good wrap-up. I feel like for the fans, they tried not to have any cliffhanger. There was some pretty cool twists, but for me, it was kind of mild, honestly. But that's just because I've gotten so much Game of Thrones shock before. So it was a very good episode.
Yeah, it's like I kind of have to agree with the consensus here. It's like I do think this was very easily, it's like, I mean, not even arguably, it's like it just was the best episode of Game of Thrones there has been to date. And yeah, it's like one of the best finales, honestly, I've seen in a very long time. In a very long time. And that's not for just this show, but any show, period. Mm-hmm. This episode was amazing. We have so much to discuss. Let's just jump right in. It's like, I mean, first and foremost, as a book reader, for me, is the confirmation of one of the longest standing theories in Game of Thrones, period. The actual confirmation of who Jon Snow's parents are. And
R plus L.
You're all right.
Yeah, R plus L equals J.
Yep, absolutely, 100% confirmed. Jon is a Targaryen.
Yep.
And that has huge impact on the rest of the world. It's like, I mean, right now, obviously, Bran is the only one who's aware of this fact.
Yeah.
So it's like I kind of wonder how it's gonna, come to light for everyone else.
How do you think
it is there's also the idea that because of that, literally the only person who can carry on the Stark name is Bran. So Bran has all the control when it comes to the Stark family. And no one even fucking knows he's alive. Like, if Sansa has kids and continues on, doesn't matter. They're not going to be Starks. If Jon has kids and whatever, doesn't matter who he's outed to be, they're still not going to be Starks.
Well, yeah, but it's like, well, how do you think that'll play out? It's like, I mean, do you think it'll actually be something that's outed, or it's like, I mean, I can see it being something that he's eventually made aware of, but what would he have to gain by outing himself as a Targaryen, or what would anybody else have to gain for it?
Well, I feel like the whole Targaryen thing, if it's revealed, would blow up in Jon's face because he's supposed to be the king of the North. But if Bronn does come back down and reveals himself to be alive, I feel like it would only be to his family, and he'd probably be saying, "Yeah, I'm the Third-Eyed Raven. I'm not going to take control of armies and stuff like that."
If Jon reveals himself as a Targaryen, he's the rightful king, because he's the next in line. That's what he gains. He goes from being the king of the North to being the king of the Seven Kingdoms.
It gives him a right to a claim of the throne, but it's like it wouldn't automatically. He wouldn't automatically be the successor. It's like it doesn't exactly work that way.
Yeah.
don't think he would want it anyway.
Oh,
Yeah, nor do I.
Yeah, no.
That's a good point. Is
Oh,
I don't necessarily think he'd want to sit on the Iron Throne.
One thing I would like to ask the panel is that I have heard people, including people among this panel, saying the possibility of Jon Snow marrying Daenerys Targaryen and the two of them would rule the Seven Kingdoms together. I actually read an article. I kind of figured that some of us would actually think that that should not happen, including myself, because I just recently read an article on Screen Rant that said that pretty much Daenerys Targaryen is Jon Snow's aunt.
Yep.
I know that there's like
Yeah.
incest in this show and all that with Cersei and Jaime, but that's kind of pushing the limit, man.
Dude,
No.
get over it. The Targaryens invented
Wouldn't they be
incest.
cousins?
No.
Because Rhaegar Targaryen was the brother of the Mad King.
No. In the article that I read, it said that Rhaegar was his son, and he was supposed to be next in line after his
Okay.
death.
All right, I might have misunderstood that. It's like, is that it? It's like, is he Daenerys' brother?
Yeah, that's what I read. Yeah.
Okay, hey, Whedon, here's an interesting fact.
What?
There's not too many other houses with main power that Dany could marry. Jon would be the only one.
Oh, God damn it, man.
He's not going to marry a Lannister. And then
Well-
the only other powerful house is the Stark. Because honestly, let's be real. Who thinks the Lannisters are going to survive another season?
Oh,
No.
No. I think the Lannisters are absolutely gonna. Well, half of the Lannisters are gonna survive another season. We're way early for wild speculation, but I have a theory on how Cersei's done, and I don't think she's surviving next season, and I think I know how it's gonna happen.
You think Jaime's going to kill Cersei?
I think Jaime's gonna stab her right the fuck in the back.
Well,
Really?
Figuratively or literally?
So he's going to become the Queenslayer now.
Yes, I do.
Well, yeah, it's like, I mean,
Whoa.
that I can see happening. You know, him killing her for pretty much the same reasons he killed the Mad King.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's like, I mean, because she literally put into plan the action that Jaime killed the Mad King for thinking about doing.
Exactly. And Cersei has many times threatened to just blow the entire fucking city up if she had to. She said it like 4 times. A couple times in his presence.
Yeah, and on that note, I got to bring up.
I will blow this entire city up.
All right. I think it was pretty safe to assume that when she blew up, whatever that big church was, when she blew that up, we all figured everybody inside was going to die, including Marjorie and her brother and the dad and all that, and pretty much everybody. Which I was kind of shaken up about Marjorie's death because I got to admit I liked Marjorie. And
I thought Marjorie was cool.
And I would have liked to have seen them further explore her playing the High Sparrow with her giving that note to her grandmother and all that, and I would have liked them to further explore that, but, well, that's not going to happen now. Although, what was I going to say? Shit. I was actually surprised by Tommen committing suicide. That came out of nowhere.
I don't think it did come out of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't think it came out of nowhere either.
I think that not only did it happen, but Cersei might have kind of known that it was going to happen.
And she
All right,
she wanted
that
it to
I don't
happen.
agree with.
Well, here's the thing, and I've been thinking about this for the past few days. We had the extra day, so that gave me more time. She had the prediction in season 5. Basically, they did the flashback from when she was a little girl. And remember the flashback where she was playing with Tyrion's penis when he was a baby? That flashback. In it, they ended up doing that prediction, and the prediction is that she would have 3 kids, and those 3 kids would die violently while wearing gold shrouds.
Yeah, it's like I think she thought that by keeping him in the Red Keep, that she was preventing that from happening, not causing it.
That's just it. Is the second the place blew up, you see the mountain leave the room. He just walked the fuck out. Tommen was left alone for a while there.
Well, he was left alone because, like, the entire purpose of having him there was to stop him from going to the set.
Exactly.
Kind of a waste of time at that point. Why would he still need to be there?
That's just it. Well, she knew that he was going to be wearing that shroud. She did not go there to comfort him. She did not go there to. I mean, she literally made sure that he was alone. I don't know. I think she had an idea that it was going to happen.
What she should have done was, if she knew she wasn't going,
If she wasn't, she's a fucking idiot.
She should have went to his room to comfort him.
Yeah.
Since he was left to think on his own, he's like, the only person that loves him is his mother and Marjorie, supposedly.
Well, how in the world would she know that he was that this would make him suicidal? Come on, man.
No one knows that.
Think of it this way, DeAno. Think of it this way. You're given this prediction when you're young. Then you see your first son die wearing that gold shroud. At that point, you've got to be fucking suspicious. Then you watch your daughter die while wearing that fucking gold shroud. There is no fucking way
she wasn't there when
my
her daughter
third
died.
kid by himself without having him under fucking lock and key.
Dude, to be fair, she wasn't there when her daughter died. She has no idea what she was wearing. How would she know what her daughter was wearing? She wasn't there.
I think it's more of the idea that she was going to get married. That's the idea. The gold shroud was meaning that she was going to become queen. So I think the whole idea is each of her children were going to die while being a ruler of sorts. No?
No. They were literally wearing a gold shroud whenever they died.
Here's the funny meme.
Whatever.
Jaime Lannister was never around when his children died, with the exception of the girl.
Okay.
Joffrey died, he wasn't home. He was away, captured. Tommen dies because he's out saving the Riverlands for the stupid-ass phrase. So he comes back home to always find out his kids are dying.
Yeah, it does seem to be a pattern.
Yeah, that's just it. I don't know. I would never let fucking Tommen wear anything anywhere close to gold. It's like, bitch, you're wearing black from now on.
Like she was, yeah.
Regardless of what the prophecy said, also a part of that prophecy, she's going to be killed by her younger brother. She has two younger brothers. Jaime, a few minutes born. She was born first, and he was born a few minutes after. So he's technically younger. And Tyrion is also younger. So one of those two is going to be the one to kill her.
But there is a theory that Tyrion might not be a Lannister at all.
Yeah, that was part of the Jon being a Targaryen thing. So,
yeah, and that's something we've discussed on this show before.
Yeah, pretty extensively.
Expound upon it, you guys.
Basically, motherfucker walked up to a dragon and talked to a dragon, and the dragon didn't eat him. That's not something people do. That's something Targaryens do.
Uh-huh.
But remember, the dragons weren't eating because Dany wasn't at the palace. They were depressed. Mommy wasn't around. So it worked in Tyrion's advantage. And then, since he took the chain link off the one, the other one's like, hey, homie, you can hook me up too.
So according to that logic, it's just sheer stupid luck that Tyrion
But
didn't
that's all
get
it was.
Yeah.
It was stupid luck. If anything else, he would already probably have became a dragon rider.
No, I gotta work with the idea that he's a Targaryen.
Yeah, I'm gonna work with that as well, because it'd be more badass if he was a Targaryen.
Yeah, it's like, and it kind of makes the most sense. It's like it would explain Tywin's just continued hatred of Tyrion forever, because it's like if this ain't his kid, and it would kind of fill in all those blanks for me.
It also would make it to where the Targaryen family could come back strong. Is if the Targaryen family comes back and there's only fucking two of them, and one of them is of questionable lineage, then that's not really a strong family. But,
yeah, but there's also the theory
third one.
Targaryen.
Now we're getting the third one. What's that?
There's also a theory saying that the Spider's a Targaryen.
Spider?
Yeah,
Varys.
and the reason he stays small because he doesn't want to be revealed.
From when Varys actually gave his whole origin as to how he became a eunuch, he talked as if he was like a peasant. that he wasn't of nobility or royalty. He was a peasant, and that's how he was able to be captured by that magic person. I don't know what to call him.
Mage, yeah.
The mage, yeah. So I just, if he was a Targaryen, he would have been at the very least nobility.
No, they could have kept it concealed because of what was going on to their lineage.
Lineage.
They were being Yeah, they were being killed and all that. So they could have kept his lineage, whatever you just said, secret. Because look at Danny.
Fuck it.
Danny and her brother bounced around on the opposite side of the world from house to house like peasants themselves. And then eventually they found out their story, and then the brother was like, oh, fuck this, I'm royalty. Bitch, I want to go back and take my kingdom.
Yeah, a lot of good that did him.
Hell yeah. He got to wear a gold crown all right.
Oh, yeah.
So, have we just, jumped into wild speculation already, or...?
Oh, no, we are nowhere near.
Nowhere near.
We have so much
Dude,
more
we're
to
only in the
discuss.
first 20 minutes of the show.
I know. I was just wondering, because everybody was just speculating already.
Oh, that's what we do. Is we mix things up. If it goes to the flow of the conversation, we go with it.
Shit. Next in line was the nice little conversation between Jon and Sansa in Winterfell.
Okay, yeah, and about that is y'all know how pissed off I was at Sansa last week, and I still am, but I'll give her credit this week. She apologized and Jon forgave her, so I'll get over it.
Yeah.
If Jon forgives her, I'll forgive her, but at least she realized that not telling him was wrong, which is my entire point last week, and even she realized that too and came correct.
But to her defense, not saying she was right, she really didn't know Littlefinger was going to show up. And she really doesn't know if she could trust Jon, being that even though they're brothers, she's been fucked over one too many times. She has no trust for no one.
They're brothers? Really?
Relatives, you got what he said.
Yes, I'm just bullshitting him, alright? Yeah.
Alright, Buddy Holly.
Fuck off.
I was honestly expecting Melisandre to die in this episode.
I wasn't, because Jon doesn't have that in him.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, it's Jon wouldn't have had anything to do with it. It's I thought Davos would come in there and be like, you bitch! and just to kill the shit out of her right there and then.
Yeah, I can see that.
I was surprised there were words that he was speaking. I thought it would be stabby, 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 stabby. Oh, hi, Jon. Stabby, stabby, stabby. Oh, don't worry about what I'm doing. I'll be done in a minute. Stabby, stabby, stabby. Okay, let's go dinner.
Oh, hi, Jon.
Thank you. Somebody got that reference.
Recently.
By the way, for those of you not keeping up there, I believe that's the room.
Yeah, that was a total reference. That was a total The Room reference.
Oh, hi, Mark.
There you go.
Oh, damn it. I hate that fucking movie.
Everybody does. It's the worst movie ever made for a reason.
Yeah, I reviewed it really recently on my own channel, so that's why I got the reference instantly.
Well, let me guess. Here's a review. It sucked. What else is there to say?
Wait.
Tear me apart, Lisa.
Yeah. I gave it a 5 out of 100.
Oh shit! We skipped over Sir Gregor and the nun.
We haven't skipped over that yet. It's we're just skipping around. It's I still want to talk about the things going on at Winterfell for the moment, though. It's because I thought that, what Jon's handling of Melisandre was fair, but it's I'm wondering how she's going to come back into things at this point, because it's we know the Red Witch isn't finished being a part of this story.
I think that maybe she's gonna come back like Aragorn came the fuck out of the woods. She's gonna come back with a fucking army.
The question is the army going to be friendly or hostile to Jon and his forces?
I think friendly.
Okay.
That's my wild fucking speculation, or one of them. She's gonna come back, and she's gonna come back in a way that Jon's not gonna be able to turn her away. Is basically my speculation, and my first way of thinking that is maybe she's coming with the magical army.
Or what if she comes back with the Brotherhood without banners?
That's always a possibility. She could
Oh,
meet
yeah.
up with them.
Yeah.
And what if that's how Lady Stoneheart comes into play? If they're still pursuing that.
I don't think they're
I
going
hope
to do
not.
that.
I hope not as well. It's like, I mean, I don't think. Well, it's like, I mean, it's like, I can't read
Fit the
George
story
R.
no.
Martin's wrong, but it's like his mind or whatever. But yeah, it's like I agree with Lou. It's like it doesn't seem that Lady Stoneheart will really have a pivotal part to play because, well, we are very much nearing the end of the story of the Song of Fire and Ice. We are very, very, very close to the end of it. Like there's maybe 13 or 14 hours more of television to go.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I just don't see Lady Stoneheart being a part of that.
And then in about 15 years, they're going to put out a play and then do a opening. Oh, wait, no, that was Harry Potter.
Yeah, that's Harry Potter. Well, I guess somebody has to say it. You never know.
God damn it. He's not even here.
Hey, but I like Sansa kind of just gave Littlefinger the cold shoulder when he's confessing, "I want you, baby," and she's like, "No thanks, you're too old."
All right.
How is that? It's like you were trying to fuck your mom and not fuck my mom, and now you want to fuck me? Wait a second.
All right.
You betrayed me. Like, what the
Oh,
fuck?
God, tell me that I am not the only one that gets creeped out like hell when he tries to put the moves on Sansa. That
You're
creeps
the
me
only
out.
one.
Damn it, it's freaking creepy.
You're the only one who has an issue with sex.
I don't have an issue with sex. I have an issue with what he's trying to do to Sansa. That's all kinds of fucked up.
Isn't he like, no, isn't she about 13 in the books?
I think she's older than that now. I mean, I think she'd be like 17 in the books, I would guess.
Still creepy.
Yeah,
But like-
still super creepy.
Yeah.
Like Cersei said back in season, what was it? I believe 2, when Sansa got her period. She's a woman now.
Well, when that happened in the show, she was supposed to be 14 at the time, and I don't know.
Well, for me, it's like, I mean, it's not even that aspect of it. It's like, I mean, seriously, like, I mean, this is a dude who's like, I mean, desperately in love with Caitlyn Stark. It's like, oh, I can't fuck her anymore. Oh, daughter, that'll do.
Well, you know what? Yeah, so you know what would be even less creepy? Kind of. Well, not really. You could always fuck her corpse.
Oh,
What the fuck, dude?
No, wait. He's got a point. Just like
maybe that's how Lady Stoneheart comes back.
5-minute excerpt where Lady Stoneheart and him you just see him in a room and that's it. And you're like, wow, okay, that closed things
Hey,
up.
look, Logan just gave the writers an idea. You bring in Lady Stoneheart just to kill Littlefinger.
I think that might be a scene in, like, Game of Thrones.
And can I just say again is like how much I like Lyanna Mormont.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Before you guys talk about that, I gotta say, during that speech, every time she said, "Yet you refuse the call," I gotta admit, I got choked up during that speech. I got really fucking inspired during that goddamn speech that it almost brought me to tears. It was so fucking good.
I actually legitimately did get choked up when the Lord started, swearing loyalty to Jon Snow and proclaiming him the king in the North. That brought a tear to my eye. I'm gonna be honest.
We didn't let him his inner emotion.
Hey, Lou, how's this for emotion?
Charles, I'm
know,
going to remember that next time you're like, I'm too busy to do that hangout.
What are you talking about?
That's going to be my speech. Next time you're like, oh, I can't do that. I can't do this hangout. Because I'm feeling like crap. I'm going to be, but you refused the call.
Where are we headed next?
King of the North.
That's what we should talk about. I don't know next.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was amazing. And flew in the face of what Littlefinger thought would happen.
Yeah, Littlefinger is looking like.
Littlefinger was. That's just it. Is he kept his cool? But I am convinced that he was. I'm convinced that he was pissed the fuck off, like extremely so, because now he has another fucking rival for the Iron Throne. I think that Jon Snow becoming King of the North just, first off, destroyed any help he's ever going to give Jon Snow ever again.
Well, the
And
Knights of the Vale pledged their allegiance.
so
Well,
they've done that before, or he's done that before.
Well, true, but it's not like he's in a position that's like to take that back. It's like not without making himself look bad. It's like, I mean, if he does want the Iron Throne, like withdrawing support of the King in the North is not a real good way to do that. Yeah, let's piss off the entire North all at once in one fell swoop. That's an awesome idea.
Well,
No,
that would
I
go over really well.
Yeah.
The look on his face and the smirk that Sansa gave him, like, yeah, bitch, see, I don't want the North. I'll let my brother take it, because then it works out better that way.
Yeah.
His face was like, fuck me. Another motherfucker I'm going to have to find a way to kill.
Yeah, basically.
Or he could just wait for everyone to kill each other and then just claim the throne.
That's the only reason he's fucking alive, is he's been lucky enough that no one has gone after him himself.
Exactly.
He was letting everyone else kill each other.
But he,
Cersei took out 90% of its competition in this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had no
there's
problem
one
with killing
thing-
her own uncle.
This is true. But there was one thing that was said in that speech that I sort of kind of disagree with. When they were talking about Jon avenged the Red Wedding. I kind of think Arya
that was
did
Arya.
Arya, yeah. I love that scene.
I'm pretty sure
because
Arya took care of that.
it was like a scene from. Have you guys seen The Help?
Yes.
Yeah. I think you watched it with us. Well, my mom and Sam, right?
I saw it on my own, but I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking the scene right near the beginning.
Huh?
You're talking the scene right near the beginning.
I'm talking about the shit pie scene. That's what that reminded me of. Just like, guess what's in your food, motherfucker.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, that was hardcore Arya. Yeah.
That was scary. Yeah, it was great.
It was.
You eating sun pie, bitch.
I was gonna
Does
say
it taste-
it's
Okay.
the same look the same look that Jaime had while looking at Cersei. I think Jon would have looking at Arya.
And Charles, to answer the question that I think you asked, just like you asked if this happened in the book, pretty much nothing that happened in this season happened in the books because the book series hasn't gone that far yet.
Yeah, I kind of figured that because, well, George R.R. Martin still has yet to release the 6th and 7th book, correct?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, so as a book reader, it's like, I mean, that's one of the exciting things to me about watching the show this season, whereas in all the other seasons I had a reasonable idea of, what to expect. It's like, I remember watching the season 5 finale, with Matt, and I wrote down on a piece of paper exactly what the last scene of the episode was going to be, and put it face down on the table. Yep, that's the last thing that's going to happen, and then credits.
Yeah.
It's like any book reader would know that. But this season, it's like, yep, had absolutely no idea what would happen at any given time, and it's been amazing.
Yeah.
And it's like the scene at the Twins is with the phrase and whatnot. The one thing that sort of amused me in retrospect is when Bronn and Jaime were sitting there. And they were talking about the servant girl that was like, eyeing Jaime and whatnot. As we later found out, that servant girl was Arya. So it wasn't, he's sexy. It's, maybe I should kill him.
Yeah.
Because Jaime is on her list.
That motherfucker is next.
Yeah. So it was
not
like,
on her
I hope not. I really like Jaime. Sorry, go ahead.
Jaime's not on her list.
he's a Lannister. Close enough.
Yeah.
If that's the way she's going to go with it, but I think she's just going to go and kill everybody on her list.
Yeah. And the mountain's
Yeah,
on that list.
I think
Well,
he's safe from her for now.
I think she's going to let the mountain live because of the way they kind of bonded in a way. Getting to know each other that whole time they were together. She's not going to kill him.
No, not the mountain. The Hound.
the Hound?
Yeah, the Hound. The Hound was on the list, but then the last time we saw him, before we see him again at building that church, when he's all battered and bloodied on that cliffside, she had perfect opportunity to kill him right then and there and cross him off the list, and she didn't. And at that moment, he was taken off the list. He's not on the list anymore.
I'm talking about Sir Gregor Clegane, the
It's
fucking
gonna be.
mountain.
It's gonna be a
Undead
little.
motherfucker.
It's going to be a little hard to kill that friggin' Stein's monster, because, well, technically, he's already dead. Stabbing him in the heart with the sword's not going to do shit. If anything,
the one who's going to kill him is probably going to end up being his brother versus him in a battle to the death. The only way to kill the man will most likely be to chop his head off.
Probably.
Or, dragon.
That's how you kill an immortal, is to cut off their head. It's just not easy to do.
I'm not sure he's an immortal.
No, I don't think he is either.
If you're undead, you're immortal.
Like is, which is not an immortal. He's not undead. He's reanimated. Different.
He was too busy getting nun coochie.
That was disturbing.
Yeah, it was. Oh, God. Lou, you are one sick, depraved motherfucker.
What is the mountain known for? Rape. Cersei left him in the room. Nun is tied down. Mountain's gonna rape her ass. He wasn't gonna eat her. Well, maybe he did eat her.
Well, reanimates are not zombies, dude. They don't eat people.
You don't get the joke.
You're right, I don't.
In other words, he's not going to give her pleasure.
Wait, hold on.
She said Walder Frey a few times.
Yes,
Walder Frey the list.
Walder Frey was on her list.
Like once before she met the faceless man.
Yeah, he was on her list. He was. She had mentioned his name on the list multiple times. He's on the list.
Okay, I'll take y'all's word for it.
Yeah.
But I mean, that nun scene was funny.
Oh, God, no.
Yes, it was so awesome. Poetic justice. That's the thing that was running across my head, was poetic fucking justice. Oh my God, that was awesome.
I fucked my brother. I keep it secret because, we don't want to be judged for our children's sake. And I actually enjoy him inside of me. I was like, Jesus Christ, this bitch is twisted.
And then how she was exiting the room, closing the door while the mountain was having his way with her, and she just kept saying, "Shame, shame, shame." God damn it! Oh my God! Like I said, poetic justice.
I mean, it's a personal belief of mine. It's a personal belief of mine that no one should ever be raped for a revenge. I feel like she should have been played before she was raped. No,
I fully agree, but that's in real-world application. This is a TV show, which is strictly fantasy, which we can actually let it slide as long as it's not actually happening.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the mountain, all he does is rape.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, it's a Tuesday? Guess Mountain's raping again. Oh, look, Friday, it's doing it again.
I mean, that's what killed fucking Oberyn. His vendetta to get the truth, like a dumbass. Got his head popped like a pimple.
Oh yeah, that was that.
That was very, very brutal.
Yes, it was.
I gotta say, Grandma Tyrell is the queen bee of this show.
Hell yeah! Shut down all the sand snakes.
Shut up, girl. You look like a boy.
Yeah, you look like an angry boy. Yeah. Anything from you? No? Good.
Let the grown women talk.
I like when the Psycho started talking, and Queen's like, just do shut up, dear. Just stop. I thought that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, man. Olenna Tyrell is easily one of my favorite characters on the show. I love that woman. Yeah.
We did on off camera. We did a ranking on the 10 baddest chicks in Game of Thrones, and she was ranked number 2, with Cersei being number 1 with what Cersei did, and we gave the young 12-year-old number 3 spot because she was only around for 3 episodes, but goddamn, that bitch was bad. She had more balls than I don't know most of the men on this show.
You're talking about Lady Mormont, right?
Yeah.
She's the only 12-year-old with power.
Okay.
I mean, Arya is pretty fucking powerful in her own way.
But I think Lou is referring to somebody who actually has power within a noble house. Arya, for the moment, is just on her own. And
Arya
nobody,
is powerful assassin.
yeah.
He just went to hone her skills, and now the bitch is ruthless. You
Oh,
ain't
yeah.
fucking. You knew Arya had balls when she killed the guy with her fingers in the brothel in season 5.
Oh man, that was violent. He was just lying there with blood oozing out of his face, just moaning and crying like a little child.
And then she stabbed his ass too. Bang, 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 bang. That's how you get shanked, bitch.
Oh man.
So, what's next, guys?
Well, it's like just random stuff at this point. It's
dude.
I thought it was really, really cool that that Daenerys like named Tyrion as her hand. It's like, I mean, you could just see his reaction. It's like he was poor Imp. He was struggling not to cry. He was seriously struggling not to cry.
Yo, but the best scene, hands down, was Sam in that library. He had a bookgasm.
Yeah, I would too, honestly.
Yeah.
He's all those books. He's like, woman, fuck a woman. I'll go right here.
I'm gonna read all these books. Fuck pussy.
Wait, you're gonna be too busy to fuck pussy.
You know what I meant.
Gilly's like, dude, you gonna leave me? It's okay, just wait. I'll be back.
I'll be
in 15
back.
years.
Yeah, exactly.
My thought was when they're like, no women and children, it's like, yeah, because fuck if we're gonna teach them to read. Like that's how it sounded to me. I'm all like, are you kidding me? Come on.
Yo, homie had some fucked up glasses though. And then he made Sam literally stretch through the over the table just to give him that letter. Like, I ain't moving my hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Either you get it in my hand or you fucked. Oh, who's Commander Snow? We have Mormont as the commander. Oh, he died. Well, what about the Maester? He died too.
Yeah.
It's a part of life.
I think I would have considered throwing the fucking letter. Here.
For real.
To see if it helps. I hope it lands in his hand.
Yep.
That'd be really fucking harsh. Just, hey, thanks for the letter. It's not valid. Let me burn it right here in front of you.
Hey, but you saw that it gave him access to the library, so that was a good thing.
Library.
Yeah, it's a type of berry, obviously.
Yeah.
It just lies there.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like let's look at the checklist. It's like going into season 7. Here's who we've got to deal with. We've got Queen Cersei Lannister. It's like now sitting on the Iron Throne. I don't know with what allies. It's like, I mean, because the allies of the Lannisters were the Boltons, who are dead, and the Freys, who are dead. Am I missing any allies here?
They have other allies. They just haven't been mentioned yet, and they're not. They're not as powerful as the Boltons or the Freys.
The Tyrells were their allies, but
Yeah,
not anymore.
Since she decided to blow up her granddaughter, Queen Bee is like, that bitch gonna die.
Yeah. So that's another thing. It's like, I mean, it's like, seriously, what other allies do they have? It's like, I mean, because it seems to me, and it's like, and I could be wrong, that they're a little bit on their own right now.
Well, that's just it. Is the
No
Freys
allies.
are still around? They just killed the head of the Freys.
Mm-hmm.
But the son of Walder Frey is still alive.
Which
No,
one?
I thought they were both killed.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, I thought they were in the pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the only members of the Frey family that are still alive are the daughters, and that's it.
Yeah.
Who
Trust me, it's
all
like
fucking
they ain't gonna do this shit. So it's like, I mean, it's like there may be some others that I don't know about, but it's like little houses or whatever. But the majority of their support, the way I got it sorted, is gone. And then of course you have the massive fucking Targaryen fleet on its way to Westeros to fuck shit up.
I just remembered something. There was a speech that Daenerys had, I believe it was last season or maybe it was early this season, about how like Starks, Frey, Tyrells, Lannisters, like as time goes on, like it's just a wheel of which one is on top, and I'm just going to destroy the wheel.
Yeah, she said she did say that.
There is no fucking wheel anymore.
There really
because
is.
of Cersei.
There's
Cersei broke the wheel.
Yeah, there is no fucking wheel anymore. I mean, what house? Okay, maybe. No, there is no fucking wheel because
Yeah,
I mean, what's the house in Dorne?
Martell.
Yeah, they're all female. Starks, there is no. At least there is. Most likely, there's going to be no male heirs to that either, because we find out Jon is a Targaryen, and Bran is probably going to become a religious figure. So Starks
Jon is half Targaryen, half Stark.
Yeah, but
because he is a Targaryen does not mean he has to actually claim that name. It's like I don't ever see him like claiming to actually be a Targaryen, even if he does find out about it. Yes, we know he's a Targaryen. That does not mean that everyone else is going to know it. As far as anyone else is concerned at this point, he's a Stark. He has no reason to change that. No.
Other than it's a lie.
But it's not a lie.
How
was a Stark.
He has Stark blood in him.
He's not a Stark from the male side, and that's what matters.
So?
Well, either way, he's a bastard.
Seriously, it's like
one of the guys in the group said he didn't care that he was a bastard. He was still the king of the North to him.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with his family name. That has nothing to do with his house.
I was saying that to Lou.
Yeah, but it's like you're saying that it would be a lie. It's like if he were to know that, not say it. But so what?
Well,
he can still claim the Stark name.
The reason being, Rhaegar was married to a Martell. He was married to Oberyn's sister, who the Mountain raped. So he had a bastard son with
a Stark.
I don't remember her name. A Stark.
Liliana, I think is her name, or Lyanna Stark.
Either way, homie would have still been a bastard.
Well, it's as the saying goes, damned if you do, damned if you. Huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I just realized one house that does still have a major male
bastard. Always a bastard.
The Iron Islands.
Well, yeah, but those fuckers are gonna die.
Yeah, pretty obviously.
Robin.
See, Danny got her 1,000 ships with no cock.
Huh?
Robin of the Eyrie. Kid sucking kid.
That kid's gonna die.
Mm-hmm. He's more of a figurehead than anything else. Littlefinger is in charge, and everybody knows it.
I would like to talk about the dead White Walker elephant in the room.
Okay, very well. Logan, you have permission to talk about the dead. Why can't you just start talking about it?
I'm just kidding. So,
are you referring to Benjamin?
He's like raising his hand, asking permission to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm used to it because I'm still in school. Honestly, we're all talking about the houses and how all of the politics are going to affect each other.
Hold off on that for a second, Logan. It's like, yeah, because I was like, I'm getting to that.
Yeah.
It's like first off, it's like here, it's kind of it's like a breakdown. It's like everything. It's like I know where you're going with that because you're right, but it's like just politically speaking, it's like there's a war that everyone thinks is happening, and then there's the war that only so far Jon and like the wildlings and whatnot that they know is coming. So it's like
Jon,
you've got them
Jon
in the
brought
north.
that up in that speech.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did. But you've got them in the north. It's like you've got fucking what's his name from the Iron Islands that really thinks he's about to go get Daenerys addicted to what the dick did. Boy, is he in for a fucking rude ass awakening.
Okay, can someone please answer me? How do you build 1,000 fucking ships with no trees?
They had those ships. Those are the ships they brought.
No. But Euron he told all his people to build him 1,000 ships. They got no fucking trees over there.
That's a good point.
Where on at
On the Iron Islands.
Oh, it's
All
the
right,
island.
all right. I have to ask. All right, at the scene
Watch
where
them cut down the trees.
when Lady Olenna ended up meeting up with the Sand Snakes and Varys showed up, who did they side with? Did they ended up siding with Daenerys?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Why do you think
like-
the
it's like-
fleet looked like it had 1,000 ships?
If you were paying attention to the fleet, you'd have noticed that their banner on some of them.
Okay.
That's actually how Varys was there in the first place.
I think if you wanted to argue at all that there isn't any wood on the Iron Islands, you could say that there are houses on the Iron Islands, and that was a tactic of the Vikings. They would take down
Yes, it
everything
was.
they had.
Yes, it was the tactic of the Vikings. However, there was not enough houses on the Iron Islands to build all the ships that they need.
It was just
Oh my
about
God, guys, are you not listening? We see the fucking trees.
not enough.
We see a
Not
fucking
enough.
forest where they're cutting down trees.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
No, we didn't.
Whatever.
I mean,
That's
might
the
have
running
deleted
joke.
that.
Islands have no trees.
The Iron Islands are these tiny little rocks in the ocean that are not big enough to have enough trees to build the ships that he needs.
Whatever.
He's going to build all his ships from houses. Doesn't mean they're going to sink.
Wait a second, Matt. Don't just shut down. During what episode are you talking about?
It was, if it wasn't 9, it was 8. It was fucking recent.
Okay, well,
What season?
if there are trees, there might be enough to make maybe 100
I'm looking for the video now. I'm looking for the video now.
All right.
Okay.
There's video evidence and we'll run with it. But the running joke is there's no fucking trees there.
Lou, your audio is fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit. But it's like, I mean, it's like, that generally speaking, it's like where the houses are. It's like, and then it's like, here, go ahead, Logan, because like while all this other kind of stuff is going on, and please believe it's like the majority of the next season is going to be a massive war. It's not the real war. Logan, go.
Well, I think it'll just be a real big shock for all of them. You know, they'll be fighting it out, and oh look, we get a message. The wall is down. What does that mean? And that it'd probably be like a very small, very conservative message that, wait, that's got to mean something pretty goddamn bad. The wall is gone.
To your point, Logan, the only way the wall's going to come down is if Bran goes further south. If Bran stays north of the wall will stay up.
How do you see that?
Once Bran crosses the wall, then the Night's King has the ability to break the magic spell.
Ah, and he doesn't know that, does he? Does Bran
Bran
know that?
doesn't know that.
No,
Yeah.
the Night's
He
King
hasn't learned
does.
that yet.
Yeah. Exactly, and then it's like that's going to cause huge problems. Like I'm kind of interested in seeing how that plays out. It's like, I mean, is this going to happen like, you know, during everyone sitting there trying to squabble for the Iron Throne, or
Nope.
it's like, hey, we're fighting each other. It's like, hey, wait, what the fuck is going on? Or it's like, is it going to be like in the aftermath?
This is how I see Season 7 playing out. Season 7 is going to be the play for the Iron Throne with Dany and her crew taking on Cersei. You'll see Jon Snow. They're going to battle the White Walkers, but they're going to get overrun because there's a bunch of dead motherfuckers coming. And they're going to have to flee further south to get help, to get the dragon help, and to get Dany's help and all that shit. That's where that will most likely take place in Season 8 to finish off that whole story, culminating with Dany most likely tying the knot to unify more peace and all this shit with Jon Snow, if they go that route. I mean, I don't see her getting married to Theon's sister.
That would be great, though.
I mean, poor Boy Toy got left behind. He wanted to go to King's Landing and be a mistress.
I mean, who wouldn't, you know?
Here's my thought, though. Like, every time I see Theon and his sister, Vara, every time I see them together, it just, like, creeps me out because his fingers have been inside of her.
So watching Jamie bang his sister don't creep you out?
I don't actually see that. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, remember season 1, they got caught by Bran. Bran was a little peeping Tom through the window.
And it's the whole reason why he's paralyzed.
Yep.
The whole reason why Bran won't never get to use his stick.
Speaking of which, even if he was to, like, let's say, if Bran was to actually father a child with, let's say, Mira, because I swear I think that there might be a little bit of romance happening between the two of them. Because of his paralysis, do you think that he's infertile?
No.
All right.
He might not be able to get up.
Now, from what little I do know about that is that most people who are paralyzed from the waist down can still use that appendage.
I mean, they have yet to address the fact that how the fuck does Varys and Theon go to the bathroom? They have no dick to piss.
Well,
I've had a sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, with Varys, I think it's his entirety of his scrotum and his balls are gone. So with him, I am a little confused as to how he goes to the bathroom or takes a piss. But with Theon, I think it's only half of his scrotum that was cut off. I think he still has his balls.
Y'all realize
you're telling me you
doesn't
piss out
have
your balls?
anything to do with going to the bathroom, right? It's like there's still a hole there, guys.
Yeah,
It
that's
still
what I was
comes
gonna
out.
say. I've had a friend who had a
Just means
cancer
you can't
that
aim anymore.
yeah he had a cancer that had everything. It had to get surgically removed, and
Poor
he
guy.
can still pee. So
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't peeing in no bag.
yeah, I don't know how he did it though.
It would just mean that you would be sitting when you pee.
Yeah.
It's like, because you know what? Girls don't have penises either, but guess what? They pee.
You lie! All the girls I went out with had penises.
Well, fool, then I don't know what you're
I actually
doing.
have no trouble believing that. I believe that very easily. Not even going to argue it. All right, so let's go ahead and kick it into wild speculation time. It's like I know we did a lot of like general speculating on the show, throughout the show, but let's kick it up a notch.
Here's a question. Do you guys feel Dany makes it to Westeros by the first episode, or are they going to prolong her shit on the seas?
No,
I think she's in for a naval battle first. Because
How so?
Because you've got that other motherfucker from the Iron Islands, going out there to woo her. I think they're going to clash in the middle.
Yeah, but see, here's the counter to that. She has 3 dragons. They're done for.
Well, I didn't say it would be a long battle. I just said there'd be one.
I mean, I could see it. The way this season went along so fucking quick, if they decided to prolong her fucking arrival to fucking Westeros, there's going to be a riot.
There's not literally going to be a riot, but yeah, people are going to be super annoyed and they're going to bitch about it on Twitter.
God damn it, it took us 6 seasons to finally get her on her fucking motion to Westeros.
Yeah, it's like I don't think they'll prolong it, but I do think that'll happen first.
Yeah.
You know, I just had a very disturbing thought.
Share.
What if we saw Hodor all undead like?
That's been a running theory.
And actually has a fairly good chance of happening.
What?
Yeah, he became a white. He became a white, so yeah. Okay, all right. What if he became a white and he's just like lopping back and forth, going like this, Hodor.
That'd be a bit cheesy.
Yeah.
More than
I don't
someone.
think he'd get to say Hodor. He'd have to growl it.
Well, the whites don't even really talk. They just growl and grunt a lot, and they hiss.
Yeah.
And they hiss. Yeah.
Now, do you think Arya gets her wolf back? He's still out there.
Yeah.
You think they run into each other and love at first sight again?
Not
The
possible.
assassin and her wolf strolling down the block.
Watch, he comes back and he's an undead wolf.
Okay, all right. This is not really a speculation for me, but it's more of a question that coincides with a theory where Benjen had mentioned to Bran saying that he cannot travel past the wall towards the south. He can't. He's stuck north of the wall fighting the Whites and the White Walkers. Now, when I looked at him with the level of makeup and the scars that he has, what if he's dead already and that he's being kept alive by some sort of...
Of course he's dead. How did you know? How is that not obvious?
I thought he was just very lucky to stay alive this whole time. I didn't think
dude, he's dead.
Yeah.
He was killed, and right before he turned, they stuck the dragon glass in him.
Yeah, that
that's
was
what
actually
keeps him.
explained. They said all that. Where have you been, Charles?
It was explained back in episode 4 when he was revealed.
Yeah.
I did not. There was a lot going on, and I barely heard it, and I didn't feel like...
Okay.
It's fine.
You thought somebody was going to start singing, so you fast forwarded past it. Fair enough.
Fuck off, DeAno.
But the theory of the wall, when the wall comes down, he'll get to come further south. Because the magic spell has been broken.
And he'll die.
No, he won't. Once the spell is broken, he doesn't die. He's able to travel further down. That's the reason why the Night King is going to be able to come to Winterfell. That's where that war is going to take place. Bran is going to go back home, tell Jon what he has learned, and then Jon's going to be like, oh, I don't believe that. And the only one who can validate that story is that little girl's father, because he was there.
Uh-huh.
And that's where all hell's going to break loose, and then they're going to have to go further south because they're going to get overran in Winterfell.
Yeah, and hopefully by then Daenerys is sitting on the throne, and hey, dragons will be the great equalizer. It's like, yeah, we got a bunch of dead folk over here. Can we do something about that?
Because
okay,
let's be real,
thanks.
we only got 2 Valyrian steel swords, one being with Brienne, the other being with Jon Snow. Fucking Sam is halfway across the world studying in the library of many books.
No,
Yeah.
he's just in Old Town. It's like it's not. I mean, it's out of the way of things, but it's like, not like he's like disappeared off the face of the planet. It's Old
No, he
Town.
ain't disappeared, but ain't nothing getting him out of that goddamn library, dude. Not even a piece of ass.
He got himself
I'm
a
pretty
book.
sure a very, very large army of dead people trying to kill everybody would get him out the fucking library.
Oh, they could. Well, yeah, they'll freeze the ocean.
Oh, and that's something else. Is maybe it was because of the beginning of the episode, how it started. But I just had visions that I don't think that library is going to survive the series.
Oh,
Interesting.
don't say that. No, I like the library jizz. It was amazing. Don't say that.
You just gave Logan a sad.
Yeah.
The reason I say that is because you know what would fit inside the middle of that library? A
What?
dragon.
Yeah, the new...
Just saying.
Okay, we're gonna come back next season, and the other 2 dragons are gonna be a little bit bigger than what they were. Because goddamn it, they look small as shit next to their brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Oh man, the Drogon looks like a big monster truck Hot Wheel, where the other 2 look like fucking micro machines.
Basically. That's about accurate.
Oh, and just in case there are people out there who have not seen this joke all over the Facebook, I'm just going to say that's why they call it King's Landing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to fly.
Yeah, it's like I've seen that joke. It's so wrong.
I have
So
no idea
wrong.
what you're talking about.
Toman jumping out the window, dude. He thinks he could fly.
Yeah, King's Landing, because that's where he
He's a
landed.
king
He was a
who
king.
landed.
Get
Well,
it?
Yes,
Get
I
it?
Yes, I get it. And then, of course, Lou's lower third subheading saying, I believe I can fly, like the famous Seal song.
That was
And,
not a Seal song.
Toman's favorite band
Wasn't-
is Fall Out Boy.
It was the R. Kelly song with Celine Dion.
Was it? I could have sworn
Yes,
it was
it
Seal.
was.
I
It
could have
ain't no
sworn it was
fucking
Seal.
Seal, dude. It's not Seal. I know my R&B.
All right.
All right. Anyone else have anything?
No, I got nothing. I'm too much in shock that I have no idea what to expect next season. I can't think of anything.
Yeah, oh, dude, please tell me that y'all enjoyed the fucking guy getting killed by a bell.
Oh yes, that was cool. It was a nobody. It was like Guy gets killed by Bell, number 4, and yeah, it was pretty good. The bell just came flying, hit the wall, smashed that guy, and you saw the blood and guts splatter everywhere. That was that was pretty cool.
I love Marjorie's nobility to say, "Hey, we need to get out of here," but homegirl, you're not the Flash. You are not going to run faster than that blast.
Yeah. It wasn't going to happen, it's like, period. But it's like, and that sucks, but it is what it is. But if no one's got anything else, it's like, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up for this episode of Geeks Around. It's like imaginably we have 2 more seasons of Game of Thrones to go before the story is a wrap. And of course, Geeks Around will be with you every single step of the way. Don't forget to check out geeksaround.com for news, reviews, and a whole bunch of other madness, creative articles, editorials on your favorites of geek culture. Also, don't forget to check out our official forums at forums.geeksaround.com. Check us out on all the social media madness, Google+, Facebook, Twitter. We're on all of that. Geeks Around on all of that. If you have anything for us, you can always call and leave a message on our voicemail line. That number is 801-609-GOTR. Again, that is 801-609-4687. Until next time, we are Ghosts.